Happy Monday, everyone. Hope you all are thriving and enduring another crazy Monday in your practices. I just received an email from Teleflex, something important that I want to share with you. Some changes regarding the rebate program that they've been running for about a year or so. Couple of major changes, so you probably want to pay attention to this. And if you haven't gotten the email, make sure you check with your urology consultant, or if you wish, I can forward mine to you so that you get all the details. All right, so a little bit of background. And for those of you who don't know me, who have joined this group recently, my name is John Lin. I'm a urologist in Gilbert, Arizona, also your humble host of the Thriving Urology Practice Facebook group, where we crowdsource practice management solutions for everyone's benefit. Rising tide lifts all ships, right? So the saying goes. In addition, I am a little opposed to holding information behind a paywall so that you don't benefit and your practice doesn't progress. So I digress. That's why we have this group. Okay. Teleflex, NeoTract, the makers of the UroLift system, they've been trying to counter the decreased reimbursement from CMS, from the physician fee schedule. And last year, they cut payment to the UroLift procedure. So what NeoTract did was every time you build one of those codes, especially the initial implant code 52441, they will rebate you $250. Not every implant, but that 52441, obviously that's the first implant. So for every treatment for that patient, eligible patient, and there are some caveats, I'll go over that in a second. For every time you treat one of those patients and you use 52441, you'll be rebated $250. That was last year. This year, the rebate has increased to help counter the further decrease, erosion in implant payment or professional fee payment to the urologist. Now, keep in mind the rebate program only applies if you perform the procedure in the office, not if you do it in your own surgery center, not if you do it in the hospital, only when you do it in your office. So anytime you bill 52441, your office bills a 52441 for a procedure performed in your office, you will now, instead of $250, you will now get a $300 rebate. $300 rebate. That's changed. Last year, the rebate went directly to your bank. You have to provide ACH information so they can direct deposit the money into your bank so that to facilitate this rebate process. So that was last year. This year, another change. So let me go over this email. Let me quote this email. What's changing, number one, is the amount of rebate. Number two, the method of payment is changing. To streamline the payment process, rebates earned will be credited to your account within 60 days of the end of the applicable submission period. And like sometimes when you return a product to the store, they don't give you cash. They don't write you a check. Instead, they give you store credit. That's what this is. This is based on what I'm reading here. They're rebating, they're returning the money to your NeoTract account. And in order to use it, you have to buy more of their product, which really irks me. But it is what it is. Yeah, to streamline the payment process. I'm going to call BS on that, all right? To make you spend more money, continue to spend money on their implants, they are going to credit your NeoTract account instead of giving you cash payment. Right? You can't blame them. You can't blame them for playing this game. It encourages you to spend your credit so that you don't lose your credit, if you will. I personally would rather have cash. So this is yet another policy that they've implemented to increase friction for me to continue to utilize their product and service, unfortunately. Right? Anytime you put up hurdles, you increase friction for somebody to take the action that you want them to take, it decreases the utilization of that service. What is staying the same? I know there's two changes: the increase in payment, and also the way that the credit is being the money is being credited to your account instead of you getting the check or you getting an ACH payment directly to your bank account. So despite those two changes, everything else is pretty much staying the same. Eligible people, eligible payers are federal healthcare programs such as Medicare, Medicaid, Medicare Disadvantage Plans, TRICARE, certain state healthcare programs. Those are the programs eligible for this rebate. And the program, again, applies to office-based procedures only, and the rebate is available for one eligible product, one UroLift UL400 or UL2-CHK used in an eligible case. So that is very important for you to understand. It is not, for instance, if you use 4 implants in a case or 5 implants in one patient, you don't get rebate for every single implant. You only get a rebate on the first implant. Obviously, that is code 52441 when you bill for it in your office. So you only get one 52441 credit for that particular case. All right. So within 10 business days of the end of each specified fiscal quarter. That is very important for you to follow. I'm going to go over the dates in a second. The account representative, which is us, the urology practice, must submit the supplied quarterly submission form. And if you need that form, let me know, or you can go to your urology consultant from NeoTract, and they will give you that information as well, that form and all the details. Here are the fiscal quarter end dates. All right. For first quarter 2023, meaning now, at the time of this recording, it is March 6th of 2023. For the first quarter 2023, you have to submit it. Let me see. Sometime in April. Okay, here it is. For the first quarter 2023, submission deadline is April 14th of this year. And that is for UroLift procedures completed between January 1st, 2023 and April 2nd, 2023. All right. For Q2, second quarter 2023, the last day of the fiscal quarter is July 2nd, 2023. So the submission deadline for the second quarter will be July 14th of this year. Third quarter 2023 will be October 1st, 2023, which is the last day of the fiscal quarter, and the submission deadline will be October 13th of this year. For fourth quarter 2023, their fiscal quarter ends on December 31st, and our submission deadline for urology practices will be January 12th of 2024. It'll be next year. And I'm seeing that first quarter 2024, meaning next year, the last day of fiscal quarter for NeoTract is March 31st, 2024. Our submission deadline is April 12th, 2024. This seems to imply that they plan to continue this rebate program until Q1 2024 at least, unless something changes, which is very interesting. So I'm trying to read between the lines and give you my thought regarding this situation. So keep that in mind. Number one, rebate increasing. Number two, the credit is going to your NeoTract account and not to your bank account. You decide what you want to do regarding UroLift in your practice, given its efficacy, given its durability, given its tolerability, given its side effect profile. I know I'm still doing UroLifts in the office. I'm also doing a lot of TURPs. My TURPs are done as outpatients. all of them are outpatients, pretty much. Can't remember the last time I had to keep someone in the hospital overnight. And now I'm doing TURPs in select patients, tubeless, meaning no catheterization at all. And if they need a catheter, usually it's under 3 days, typically less than 24 hours. So you pick the procedure that works best in your hands and decide what is best for the patient and go from there. As always, I appreciate any comments or questions, and thank you so much for all those members who have invited your urology colleagues to join this amazing group. All right. Thank you so much for the privilege of your time. Take care of yourself and take care of each other. Bye-bye.